I like how many decent to good users there is. Every other league
Yeah,
I've ever been in, bro, it's like, four guys that kind of run everything.
yeah.
This
This is
one,
top. This is
you
top. This is top to 20 at least.
yeah. Savon is definitely the top dog in here, but then
Yeah,
there's about six, seven people who could all, put their vouch in for second place.
exactly.
Anyway, all right. Me, there we go. Here we are back for a Week 15 predictions video, joined by one user. It's Leslie, the Browns user. How's it going, man?
So, what's up, Jason? How's it going, man?
I'm doing great, man. Definitely glad to have you in for the video. We play this week, so should be some interesting predictions, and then we're gonna get to this game
Yeah.
right after. Good stuff, good stuff. The revenge of Kareem Hunt, you know what I mean? So we'll see. uh, Everyone's doing a great job doing getting their games in. We've advanced early 2 days in a row, and we got a solid chance to do it again. People are getting their games in. Everybody's streaming the games they're supposed to. We're not having any serious issues with users, so that's all just fantastic. Everybody needs to um, keep that motivation. We should be through the playoffs by next week, I think. Um, Make sure you're streaming the games as supposed to be streamed. If you think users are breaking rules, you need to let a commissioner know, um, preferably with proof, so that we can do something about it. Otherwise, we can't really help you. We're going to look at the weekly awards and yearly awards, and then we're going to do these predictions. So let's go ahead and kick it off. We'll start with the weekly awards. I'll let you do the AFC, and I'll do the NFC. So go ahead.
The AFC side of the ball, Odell Beckham, my player, had 13 receptions, 321 yards, with an average of 24.7 yards, and 7 receptions for TD. So big week for Odell Beckham. I was looking at just to trying to just build confidence in my guys, man. Like I knew I had the game early, but I just wanted to kind of keep poking at him, and just keep this build confidence for myself and for my guys, man. So that's
I
the really reason why for the 7 touchdown passes. And then on the defensive side of the ball, I can't pronounce his last name. I must be a rookie.
Nasruddin.
Yeah, Nasruddin, strong safety, had 10 tackles and 3 receptions and a touchdown return. So
So,
big week for him and the Jaguars. Yeah, guys,
so
Jason.
two things of note: that he didn't have any picks coming into the game, so it was a really good game for him.
Oh
I
wow.
cannot express how frustrated I am at you. So get this: Jalen Waddle has 2 games this year where he scored 5 touchdowns. No, he scored 5 this week, and he scored 6 a couple weeks ago. Savon, the same week that I scored 6, Savon got 6 with his one player of the week. This week, Jalen
Oh
Waddle
man.
gets 5, and then you get player of the week. So this is getting real fucking annoying. Not getting player of the
I can
weeks, man. God. All
my
right.
bad, man.
NFC Offensive Player of the Week, Dalvin Cook absolutely dominated. 13 carries, 270 rushing yards. He averaged 20 a carry
That's crazy.
with 3 rushing touchdowns. Vikes had 0 wins coming into the week. He beat the shit out of the Rams, 62-6, and he was, a fringe playoff user. I don't know this guy's first name. It's just not coming to mind. But Boyd, cornerback for the Vikes as well, had 2 tackles, 2 picks, and 2 touchdowns. So he made use of every time he touched the football. Good game by the Vikes there. Definitely looking to build him some momentum. Let's do the yearly awards next. MVP race. Tua has taken the reins over Aaron Rodgers and Puka Williams. He had 2 fumbles at a real bad week. He hasn't been playing as well lately. Coach of the year is still Savon. It probably will end up being Savon. Twan is right there in second. For the NFC side, Offensive Player of the Year, we got 2 Packers leading the way: Aaron Rodgers and Tamori and Terry, followed by Saquon Barkley. Defensive Player of the Year, Jair Alexander and Kevin King, 2 more Packers, followed by Roquan Smith, another Giant. Offensive Rookie of the Year, another Packer, Tamori and Terry, Ritter, and Rondale Moore. He's having a great year. Get 4 Bears in a row there.
Oh
Moore,
god,
Hubbard,
crazy.
Lance, and Marshall. Wow. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Chaz Surratt's doing things for the Saints. Israel Mukwamu for the Packers, and Asante Samuel Jr.
Oh
Best
wow.
QB, yeah. Best QB, Aaron Rodgers. Best running back, Saquon Barkley. Best wide receiver, Tamori and Terry. Best offensive line, David God, Bakhtiari. Best defensive line, Montez Sweat. Best linebacker, Roquan Smith. Best defensive back, Kevin King. And best kicker, Joey Sly. Dean's got a lot of awards, man. Dean is
Yeah,
leading a
he's
lot of stuff. He's going to get a lot of XP. It's going to be interesting in the
putting up big
offseason to
numbers.
see what he does with Rodgers because he's talking about maybe drafting the quarterback. I told him as good as his team is playing right now, and he's got this good quarterback, I think he should stick it out with Rodgers at least one
Yep,
more season.
exactly.
Anyway, the AFC side, go ahead and take it away.
Yeah, every side of the ball, we can also play of the year, Puka Williams, followed by followed by Tua, and then Derrick Henry. On the defensive side, player of the year, we got Sean Wade, followed by Adoree Jackson, and then Jabari Cox from the Jaguars. Your guy right there. Offensive rookie of the year, Puka Williams, obviously, and then Travis Etienne from the Dolphins. Defensive rookie of the year, we got Sean Wade, and then we got Jabril Cox from your guy. Best QB, we got Tua, obviously, followed by Love. Best running back, we got Puka Williams, followed by Derrick Henry. Best wide receiver, we got Jalen Waddle, your guy, followed by my guy Odell Beckham Jr.
I like to see it.
Best
There
of
you go.
line, best of line, we got Alex Mack, followed by Quentin Nelson from the Colts. Best D line, we got Joey Bosa, followed by Davion Clowney from the Titans. Best linebacker, your guy again, Jabril Cox, up for a lot of awards, it seems like.
Yep.
Followed by Patrick Queen from the Ravens. Best defensive back, we got Sean Wade from the Dolphins, followed by Dory Jackson. And then best kicker, we have Justin Tucker, followed by your guy, Josh.
I would be leading him. I attempted a 63-yard field goal that like hit the bottom crossbar like last week, and it fucked his percentage up. So it was really annoying. But hopefully, Chapel will miss a kick here or something like that.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at the schedule. I need to look at my daddy leagues and see if it's fixed now because I realized that I couldn't like do anything on the app earlier, like the companion app.
Yeah.
It was not like it shows like that I'm in the off season or something like that instead of week 14, which is just really strange. I'm gonna see if I can do this from memory. Maybe I possibly can. We got because I was just looking over the records a while ago while I was waiting on you. Um, we got the 1-12 Eagles playing at the 1-12 Vikings.
Mhm.
Um, Eagles not really playing all that great this year. Vikings have been playing week after week, getting better. Dalvin Cook has been his mainstream of his offense. He's playing really well right now. Eagles turn the ball over a lot. Vikings control the clock and run with Dalvin Cook. So this kind of definitely leans the Vikes' way, I think. Um, I'm going to go ahead and take the Vikings for this one. I think Dalvin Cook's going to have a dominant game again here, and he's going to continue to put up ridiculous numbers. What about you?
Yeah, I don't know how motivated the Eagles are to play. Dalvin Cook's with a big. I think he might have been like 3 or 4 player of the week this week.
Yeah, he's won a
Um,
few at least.
yeah, and then and Hurt's been active in the check the last couple of days, so I think this has some type of motivation for him. So I'm gonna go with the Vikings too in this game. It'll be a close game, but I'm gonna go with the Vikings. But Dalvin Cook with a big game.
Next, we have the 6-6-1 Chargers playing the 4-9 Steelers on the road. Steelers lost big to the Bengals last week. Chargers have really been one of those teams coming, man. I think he's won like 4 in a row, or something like that, and he's won like 5 out of his last 7. He's really charging for that playoff spot. That last one there, he needs a win here definitely. Pittsburgh controls the clock. Los Angeles controls the clock. Expect this to be a very low scoring game. Chargers probably a little bit better offensively and a little bit better defensively. I'm gonna lean Chargers here, but I'm telling you, real low scoring. I'm gonna go like 20-3 or something. What about you?
Yeah. Steelers beat me last time we played out. I seem to always look with the Steelers. Like I don't know if it's a division thing or what, but I'm having to go with the Chargers here. I think he's motivated to make the playoffs. He come off a big win off the Ravens last week, so I like the Chargers here. Like I said, in a close game, I'll go with 2017 also. I don't know if you want 2017 or not, but I'll go with 2017 also.
All right. Looks like the Bills and the Jets square off 41-28. Bills won. A little surprising, only a 13-point difference when the Jets had 7 turnovers, and the Bills only had one. So it looks like the
Yeah,
Bills were not really capitalizing there. Um, when you look at the player stats for it, Josh Allen did well, 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. Breda went over 100, also had 2 scores. Charleston Rambo and Stephon Diggs combined for 9 catches, 214 yards, and 2 touchdowns. They had a pretty good 1-2 combo there. Defensively, let's see here. A bunch of picks by the Bills, obviously. TJ Green had 2. That's a name we forget about. Last Madden, he got built up a lot, you know what I mean? And so he was one of those
Yeah,
players that was always a starter for somebody. But this year, he's kind of just, I think maybe he's a slot or something like that. Good win for Drop, though. He definitely making his push for a playoff spot as well after a rough early start to the season. This one is the coup de grace of the week, obviously. The Titans at
yeah,
the
exactly.
Dolphins. The battle for the number one seed. Probably the game of the year so far. Dolphins are 13 and 0. Titans are 12 and 1. And I want to say they've won like 9 straight or something like that. Dolphins have all their players back now. Brevin Jordan and Devontae Smith are playing really well. His defense is as good a defense as I've ever seen with Saban. Um, Titans have improved on defense week to week after week. Derrick Henry is running the ball for a lot of yards. He's likely going to break the rushing touchdowns record this year. He's got 22 on the season already. So I think the name of the game for Twan is control the football. If Savon has one weakness at all, it might be running the ball, especially up the middle, and that's what Derrick Henry does very, very well. So I think, man, this one's tough. This is gonna be a tough game. This Titans team is better, I believe, but Twan a little bit more turnover prone. I'm gonna let you hit this one first, man. While I think about it.
Yeah, I think Savon's passing game, I think it's just going to be too much for the Titans, man. I think as the Titans, if the Titans get down early, it's over. That you can't go down more than the 10 points to Savon. So the Titans have to, like you said, control the clock, and if they can get any amount of lead, that'll be beneficial to them. But I think Savon is such a great passing user that he is like if he gets up 10 to 14 points, that the game is over. So like that's going to be hard for me to pick against him. No, and like you said, he plays great defense, so he's going to look to stop the run first. And if he stops the run, and then be able to lock in on the pass, then it's curtains for the Titans. So I'm looking to take on to win this game. I want to say like too big, but I'll go with like a 14 point victory. I'll go with 35-21 Dolphins.
I think Savon's definitely gonna load up and try to stop the run early. Um, if you're Twan, you have to take advantage of the short passing game. Early in the game, especially get the ball to Henry in the open field too on passes if you need to. I've picked against Savon one time ever. It was against Jimmy in a Super Bowl. I think I'm going to pick the Titans to win this game.
Huh?
When I played
Titans,
Savon,
Titans won last year and play Titans won like twice last year actually.
yeah, when I played Savon, he capitalized off my turnovers. He had like 3 pick sixes. Other than my turnovers, he wasn't spectacular on offense. I think I'm a little bit better defensively than Twan, but he's significantly better than me on offense.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I really like the Titans, especially if they can establish a decent moving offense, control the clock early. I think he's got a real chance to win this game. So I'm going to take the Titans to win by 3 points on the road in a major upset here. It's crazy to
Oh
call 12
wow.
and one team getting an upset, but
It's not an upset. I mean, like, cause he beat, like you said, Twine beat twice. I mean, beat the. I think he beat Dolphins twice last year in the regular
yeah,
season
but
and
both
like in the
times
first
he
round
was
of the
both
playoffs.
times he was the Bengals though, and that was
Yeah. So,
um, that wasn't his Jets team. Anyway, talking about major upsets, this one right here, I would not, Eflaw's won 9 out of his last 10. I think I still would not have picked him to win this game. He wins 41-28 over Jimmy. No turnovers, while Jimmy threw 3 of them. All 3 picks were long returns. I remember seeing. Daniel Jones did just enough. He threw for 172, no picks, no touchdowns. Saquon Barkley was the bell cow. He had 21 carries for 114 yards and 3 touchdowns. Um, his fullback also got a score. Receiving, Michael Thomas and DJ Chark both went over 100 yards. Thomas had 2 scores. Um, Defensive side of the ball, like I said, there was 3 picks for the Giants. All 3 of them long returns. One of them was a pick six. I'm thinking these other 2 long returns probably set him up in good field position as well, um, to score points. And turnovers will make the difference in a game, man. It will do it like just like that. I believe in E-Fly. He's winning games now. If he just keeps playing his offense the way he needs to, he's gonna surprise some people. I'm looking for that first playoff win this year.
yeah, and the thing noticed about this game was like Shark only had 4 receptions and Slate only had 3 receptions, but there was big gains. But he controlled the clock with Saquon Barkley and
Exactly.
21 carries. Like that was the key to his game right there.
Hmm.
Even though Shark and Slate had big uh, numbers, the key to, to victory was him having Saquon Barkley control the clock. So big win for E-Fly right there.
Absolutely. Next, we got the Texans 2-11 playing the 2-10-1 Chiefs. Both these teams are abysmal right now. Texans still kind of getting his team the way he wants to right now. Um, I don't know too much about this Chiefs user, man. I haven't watched him play a lot. I hear he's pretty one-dimensional. He runs only a couple plays. Texans wasn't he wasn't horrible in offense last week. He moved the ball decently well, but he was really bad defensively. So I think if the Chiefs can capitalize on that and pass the ball, especially I had a lot of success with vertical plays. I think that he can win this game, but it's just so tough because the Texans just don't have a run game. I mean, Clay Brooks is okay, but he's got to get him more involved. I think I'm gonna take the Texans to win this game on the road, but it's gonna be real close. I'm gonna say 3 to 7 points.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with either of these users. I think the Ratchet 107 was a previous user. I'm not sure. Like I seen his name before, but I'm not sure from where. But I'm not really sure about either of these users. So if I had to pick a game, I'd go to the Titans because of familiarity. I mean Texas from familiarity. So yeah.
We got the Falcons at 8-5 playing the Panthers. They have like 4 wins, something like that. Four, it's like three, somewhere in the 3 to 5 range. Um, Falcons beat Jimmy his first game. He's definitely slowed down the past 2 weeks. He only beat the Bucks by 10 points or something like that last week. Um, so people are kind of starting to figure him out. I think Silk plays decent defense. You got to get CMC involved more on offense. I'm gonna take the Falcons to win this game on the road, but expect it to be close to the first half, as long as Carolina doesn't turn the ball over.
Yeah, I think the Falcons are going to win a big this game. Actually, I think the Panthers are turnover prone this season. I think the Falcons capitalize off of that and win big by at least 15, 20 points.
Why is our force one set for that? All right.
Oh, we
Um,
got a first one?
yeah, there was a force one set for some reason. I just reset it. Cardinals at the Colts. This will be a Cardinals force win. Two's out of town. Lions at the Niners. They had an issue with their game. Game dropped, so the Lions got the force win. This is a monumental game here. Bengals and Ravens both 8-5, heading into this game. Winner's gonna take the lead in the division. Ravens won the first game by a force win, so technically he has the tiebreaker at the moment. I looked at these two teams' schedule to remain, as well as the Raiders, the Bills, Chargers, and the Jaguars. This game is going to be really important because the loser of this game is going to significantly decrease their chance of making the playoffs. Um, Especially Quick. If Quick loses this game, he could be in some real trouble. Um, Man, it's going to be Bengals pass the ball a lot and Ravens run the ball a lot, so it's kind of counterintuitive. I think if the Ravens have success running the ball, he'll get Quick off his game and he may have a good chance to win. Um, I think if the Bengals just go back to running with Mixon, he's going to dominate the game, though. He just doesn't see this year. You know both these guys very well, so I'll let you hit the prediction first.
Like you said, I think Quick needs to run the ball to help the pass to John Ross. You have to run the ball. You have to run your best offense to sell the pass to John Ross deep downfield. You have to make the Ravens commit to your run game. On the other hand, Ravens almost the same thing. You have to commit to the run and then make him force the pass to Marquise,
Mm-hmm.
Marquise Brown. So they kind of play almost the same game. I think Lamar Jackson is kind of the X factor because he can scrim out the pocket, but you can spy. He's a hard spy. You can't spy him on a but you have to spy him, but he's a hard spy anyway. But I think the game plan comes down to whoever stops the run, like you said. Um, I like the Ravens to stop the run because they have a better overall defense, and I think the Ravens will come up on top. I, I think Chat really has to get off of his defensive line user. I know he says he likes to use it like on and off, but he has like you have to. This is a must. It's a must-win game. So I'm sorry for going on a tangent about this, but I like the Ravens in this game by a 24 to 27 victory over the Bengals. I think, like I said, I think the Bengals get out of character. this whole season, man. Like he's just passing the ball a lot for what I don't know. He's a run guy from what I've known him to be, and so yeah, I like the Ravens in this game. Sorry for the long tangent. my division guys right here, so I apologize.
So who's your pick?
My pick is the Ravens 27-24.
I like it, man. I'm gonna go same score, but I'm gonna go Bengals 27-24. I think he's gonna get his run game involved. He's gonna get things done. He's gonna win the game, especially because how
Gotcha.
important it is for him. We're gonna skip our game. We'll come back. We'll do it last. We got the football team at 9-4 playing the 8-5 Raiders. Raiders upset the Broncos last week, so he's got to be feeling good. Uh, the football team finally fell behind in their division to E-Fly. He's in the first wild card spot as long as he, or second, excuse me, as long as he keeps winning, he's going to hold on to it. Um, this could be a sleeper pick for Vegas here. Washington throws the ball extremely well and does not turn the ball over. Vegas has a good mixture between Josh Jacobs and Henry Ruggs. So this could be a really, really interesting game here. I think it's gonna come down to who plays better defense, especially late in the game. And I think Washington's just a little more consistent, a little less turnover prone, even if the run game isn't as good as the Raiders. So I'll take the football team to win on the road here.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the whole team they're gonna play their game like they're gonna do what they do every week in and out. Like they don't change for any. I feel like they don't change for any user.
Nope.
They play their game no matter what. Like they stick to their scheme, and they're gonna live and die by however they play their game. And I like them to beat the Raiders in the. I'll say a 10-point game. I'll go 30-20 football team.
All right. Next, we have the Bears and the Packers here. Bears won the second time this season, 38-31 over the Pack. Even though the Pack tried to come back in the fourth quarter, just a little too late. He was down, what's that, 28-9 going into the fourth, and it's just hard to come back when down that much. Rodgers had a really good game. So did Trey Lance. Both of them threw for 300 plus yards, couple touchdowns. Chuba Hubbard stuffed pretty well, 7 carries for 17 yards and a touchdown. That was it. Um, so he did not do very well receiving. Tamori and Terry, 7 grabbed 195 yards and score. Rondell Moore had 2 touchdowns. Um, let's see here. Defensive side of the ball. Interception wise, looks like Grant Haley had a pick six for the Bears. And that ended up being the difference in the game. It's a very well round, even game. Bears, are taking the 1 seed with this. But he still does have Quick left on his schedule, so he has a loss he could get. Dean needs to focus on winning games, and he might be able to retake the division here. Next, we have the Rams at the Seahawks. Both these teams are 7-6, so a crucial game whenever you're talking about that last wild card spot that currently the Cards hold at 8-5. Um, Rams got absolutely dumped on last week, 62-6 by the Vikings. He cannot stop the run game at all. Now, apparently, this Seattle user is a really good user. Efly and Chris know him from a league they were in. This is Marcus. So I think as soon as he sees the running, that the Rams can't stop the run, he'll do it and he'll capitalize on it. Um, I don't usually pick new users, but from how they talked about him, and I've heard about them talk about him before, he's a pretty good user. So I'm gonna take the Hawks to win here.
Yeah, I don't know her. I haven't seen the brand play a lot this year, and Hawks a new user. Just off the fact you said that the Hawks is a pretty good user in the chat. I'll go with the Hawks. I won't be sorry if the Brands pull the victory out either. This is a division game, so it's never know.
Cowboys at Broncos. I doubt this game gets played. Dwayne hadn't been. He's been kind of off his game lately here. If it does, though, expect Puka. He's going to dominate the game, running and catching. There's 2 running backs, both over 1,000 yards receiving this year already. Puka Williams and Travis Etienne are both
Wow.
putting up ridiculous numbers. I want to say that Puka has more receiving touchdowns than rushing touchdowns, actually, which you don't think about that, but he does. Anyway, I'll take Broncos in a blowout. What about you?
Yeah, I'll take the Broncos. So I played Puka, and I think I actually gave him his initiation to the league where he had like 30 yards on me rushing first game of the season. So I like that the Broncos in this game big. I don't know, 28-3, 28-10. 35, 10, I don't know. Whatever. Mark
All
one
right.
big.
Yeah. We got the Bucks at the Patriots. Both these teams have 4 wins, I believe. Um, kind of just looking to head in some momentum. Uh, New England definitely wants to develop their quarterback, Justin Fields, more. Both of them very, very turnover-prone teams. This one is, in my opinion, the hardest game of the week to pick, just because, I mean, flip a
Yeah.
coin. You know what I mean? I don't know. They're very, very similar users. Neither one of them have a run game. Both of them play bad defense. Both of them turnover-prone on offense, but can pass for a lot of yards. Patriots probably slightly better defensively, and I think I'll take them to win this game because of that. Maybe slightly less turnover prone as well. But it's gonna be a very
See,
close game. No idea to pick. It could be 13 to 10, or it could be 42 to 45. You know what I mean?
I'll go with the Pats. It's based off of Justin Fields. Is trying to get him involved and get him a development, get him developed in the game and during the season. So I think he'll pass a lot. He'll score a lot. I think the Buccaneers will score a lot. I think the Pats will score more. I like the Pats in the game.
All right, and finally, our game. You're 4-9 playing on the road with the 8-5 Jags. Jags definitely need to win this game to keep pushing for the playoffs. There's a whole bunch of teams fighting for a couple wild card spots left there, so Jacksonville needs this win here. Um, I think that you throw the ball extremely well. I throw the ball pretty well. I think I'm slightly better defensively for sure. Um, Run games are a wash. Chubb, you do extremely well with Chubb. I need to get Hunt more involved. Obviously, I'm sure we're gonna pick each other here. So I'll let you do your prediction, and then win or lose, tell me your 3 keys to victory. What do you need to do?
All right. I'm gonna go with myself to win, obviously. And I'm saying this for confidence reasons, but that obviously, like I think you're the better user and you're having a better season than I am. Obviously, I'm 4-9, but um, my 3 keys to victory are going to be to balance the pass and the run. This is keep you off guard. I got to keep you off guard. I got to be able to rush the passer, and I have to be able to establish field position. I think it's going to be a big deal. Like field position is going to be a big deal. I don't know how my Wi-Fi is going to be, so like lagging and all that stuff. Like I have to be able to get good field position on the field to establish a win versus you.
I'm gonna take myself to win. Obviously, I think that you're improving week to week, especially offensively. Um, I think the name of the game, the 3 keys here. Number one is stop Odell Beckham Jr. If we can limit
Yeah.
OBJ, I think it's going to significantly harm your passing game, as he does get the bulk of the targets. Now, you do have some impressive weapons behind him. Rico Bussey, Jarvis Landry, um, Austin Hooper, Donovan
Preston
Peoples-Jones.
Williams.
Yep, Preston Williams. That's someone you got to get more involved, man. Williams
Yeah.
Williams is ridiculous. So you have a lot of weapons. It's going to be really hard to stop all of them. This team is improving week to week. We have a whole bunch of rookies. Um, I think the second key is going to be not turning the ball over. I tend to either have games where I'll throw for 5 touchdowns and have a perfect passer rating, or I'll throw for 3 touchdowns and 5 picks. Um, it just I think if I can limit the turnovers, I'm going to win big. If I get turnover happy, who knows what can happen here.
Yeah.
And the third key is something that I struggle with week to week, which is crazy because it's the opposite of me last Madden. I have to continue to run the football, um, especially when I'm behind. I think that I'll just abandon the run game. Makes you one-dimensional, easy to read, and it actually hurts your offense more than it helps it, even though you think you're moving faster passing the ball.
Yeah.
So that's going to be my 3 keys. Really excited for the game. We're fixing to kick off here in like literally a minute or two.
Yeah.
Um, that's going to conclude the predictions video. I appreciate you being here, Leslie.
No doubt.
Everybody make sure you get your games in and have a good day.